Hey folks, it's another week, another vlog. I am excited about progress with training. A lot of these last few weeks have been strength building. So about 15 miles this week, same thing with last week. But what's important is between the runs, I've been doing a lot more strength exercises, some different workouts I never even really thought to do. Um, there's like a lot of stuff with resistance bands, like I mentioned, that's been really helpful. I've also been dabbing into different like weight assisted kind of like dips and stuff like that. Like put your foot on like a step and then kind of activate the glutes that way with holding one side with a dumbbell. I use like a little 10-pound one, especially as I'm trying to learn like the motions. My coach has been great. He's been wonderful. He's uh, really in depth with his tutorials, which really helps. But I'm hoping. I mean, my body's definitely telling me that I'm making progress in the kind of like the muscle departments that I'm supposed to muscles, um, different areas I'm supposed to be activating as I'm kind of tooling. I would say retooling for a whatever the future holds for increase of miles. It's really putting things into perspective for me that it's not all just about the mile count. As much as I loved, you know, tuning out the pace and just working on distances, um, I think while my heart was in the right place, it's better to focus on kind of like how long you're out there. All my workouts are based off of time, like a timeline, time limit. Doesn't matter how far I went. What matters is how much I'm running in that time. Um, Keeps it in perspective. I would say for sure. Strangely, sorry for the pause. I'm just thinking like I feel really strong, but like it's in more ways than one now. Like I feel like there's a plan. I feel like I'm not just kind of winging it. Hand up, not having any formal coaching. I kind of was just running off of like reading up on things on my own, self taught for a lot of it. And to some extent, the plan that I elected for from my coach is still kind of that, but I get just enough assistance with the workouts and the runs. Like I said, putting them onto my Garmin has been wonderful. Um, Getting into shoes though, I mean, as a weekly update, I put out the short. I'm looking over here at it, but I put together my newer running shoe shelf. I'm, there's one I tried. It was the Fadian 6 Ultra. I tried it on, and then as soon as I started to try to run in it, I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this kind of shoe. And part of what I'm hoping is as I get more conditioned and more in shape, I'll be able to kind of keep up with shoes like that. That way I can give more honest reviews. Not to say I was dishonest, but I'm just saying like I don't think I was the target demographic for that kind of shoe. Um, but I'll tell you, like I ran in the Rebel V5s from New Balance. Um, I know the biggest complaint people had for that shoe is like if you took it out for, even though it's a do-it-all shoe, a lot of complaints that people had was if you took it out for like a stride session, like a sprinting stride session, that it was underwhelming. But for me, it felt like in control. Like goodness, probably I'm telling on myself here by saying this, but so the wife and I have been playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Or if you've ever played like Mario Kart, like when you pick a cart and you're like, oh, I want one that has good handling. You don't care about like top like octane speed where like you have to like do everything on the hairpin or power where you just plow through everything. Uh, that's how I feel when I run in the Rebels. That it's handling. It's you know I was able to use it for my strides. I was going, I think, really the average pace for that for me was like 6:35. But during those strides, I didn't feel like I was like about to slip. It was very stable in a different way. It was very how should I say, in control. Yeah. Um, then we had a pretty rainy day, so I took out the Puma Magnify Nitro 3, and I, like I said before, that's such a great shoe to recommend. Like a lot of the Pumas with the Puma grip, I know I talk about it all the time, but like when you live somewhere where it's like, oh, the roads are always wet or the roads are always a little slick, you want something like real grippy and almost tacky, which I think that's definitely the forte of that kind of shoe. And then I also took the Adidas Supernova Rise 2 out for a ride. So I bought those thinking because I got them on sale, and I thought I was going to, oh, I'll do a short kind of like I did the Run Falcon. And now I'm like, I kind of want to do a full review for these because the threes just came out, but the twos are wonderful daily trainers. It's really hard not to recommend those to folks. Um, I have some feelings I'm kind of ruminating on with them, but we'll see how that goes when we get to the review. And then obviously, I released this week's review, the Reebok Float Zig Double. Fun shoe. I wore it to work the other day too. I think it's not going to be for everybody, but it's a good athleisure shoe. Um, I'll go ahead and, not to spoil anything, but the next review that I have done written up, and once we get some stuff done, I'm off tomorrow from work, so I'm hoping to get this recorded. Is the On Cloud Surfer Max. Um, Interesting shoe, kind of in that same realm as athleisure. Um, that was my first On that I've ever purchased, so stay tuned for that. That'll be out on Friday. I'm trying to do weekly reviews right now, as I catch up because I have, goodness, one, two, three, four. I got like five shoes back there that I still need to crack open and take them out on runs. But I also wanted to kind of eat my vegetables here first. Wanted to try to get through at least four reviews before I start to open up new ones. Um, yeah, let's see. Looking through all these. Oh, that was silly me. Long run. I took the Vomero Premium out. Man, the Vomero Premium is just a treat to myself. I'm the minute I can get another pair, I'm probably going to. There's a couple colorways that were teased for it. It's just a heck of a shoe, man. It's so great. Um, I think by the time I actually review it, everyone's gonna already know everything I feel about it, and it's such a like a I want to say hard to get kind of shoe right now because it's like it sells out like that day. So like when you see it, you got to just be like committed, and it's not cheap. So you're like, okay, buy it now, think about it later, put it on the credit card. But it's it's a head turning shoe. Like there was a couple out walking, and they like sat there and they were like, whoa. They like looked at it when I went by it, and it made me feel pretty cool. Especially that alabaster yellow, the one that I have. But yeah, that was pretty cute. Let's think here. Not really a whole lot of other updates. Talking nerdy details in a different way here. Kind of using this vlog to just kind of talk. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire 2 with the wife. We've been really enjoying that game. This week, Crimson Desert comes out. It's uh, I think yeah, Crimson Desert. Yeah, it's a single player version of a MMO. So like, think of it like if they made a single player version of like World of Warcraft, for a more popular name. It's interesting. I'm really excited to play a game like that. Kind of got some Dragon's Dogma vibes, seeing like early stuff from it. I tried not to spoil myself too much. We are going to go probably tomorrow on my day off. We're probably going to go see the movie Undertone, which seems interesting. Maybe I'll let you all know in the next vlog how I feel about that movie. Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, staying healthy, staying safe. I'm wishing the same for you all. With that said, I'll go ahead and wrap this one up, and I will talk to you all next week. Take care.